Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to just come on here and hang out and chat with you guys today. Just kind of about my past week and things I'm thinking about and all that good stuff. So if you like this style of video, just kind of like a chit chat, give it a thumbs up, let me know. But about today, so today's Friday and Tuesday night, Tuesday during the day, I got kind of sick. I started feeling achy and just like not myself and just was feeling really, really, really tired. I ended up sleeping so much, like half of the day on Tuesday, and then I just woke up and my whole body hurt and I felt really achy. And then that night, I started throwing up and I was just really, really sick and I could not stop throwing up. Sometimes when I get a virus, which is only really, I've only ever been this sick maybe one other time in my life from a virus 3 years ago when I had the norovirus, but sometimes when I start throwing up, my body like does not know how to stop it. It cannot stop it. And so that's what happened on Tuesday night, and I just was violently ill. I threw up like 35 times in about an hour and a half, and I just couldn't stop it. I couldn't keep Pepto-Bismol down. I couldn't keep a drink of water down, and I was shaking all over, and I just couldn't stop. I couldn't stop it. I was so nauseous. I was so sick. I spiked a fever, and so I called my primary doctor, and I just said, like, I'm not sure what I need to do. And he said, you need to go to the emergency room. You've thrown up too many times, and you're probably really dehydrated, and it can affect kidney function and all these things. So I ended up going to the emergency room. My husband took me, and this was like at 1 in the morning on what would have been Wednesday. And going in obviously Wednesday morning really early. And we were there for about 3 hours, and I got fluids, and I got anti-nausea medicine and ibuprofen for the fever, and just they did some blood work and the flu test, which it wasn't the flu, it's a virus. But anyway, I've just been feeling really down and out since Tuesday. Today is the first day that I've showered, that I've done my hair, that I've done my makeup, that I've really been able to like be a normal human. I woke up this morning just like so excited to feel so much better, and I've been feeling a little bit better kind of every moment since then. But I talked to my Healing Her Collective community about this, and I wanted to just talk to you guys about it too, because it's so important to me. When I was feeling really sick and really down and out, you know, when I was throwing up and on the way to the emergency room, all I could think about was people that suffer from chronic pain and illness and a lot of really serious, like long-term illnesses, and just how hard that must be and how challenging that must be. And I just was sending, you know, lots of prayers and lots of good healing energy to those people, and just want you to know that if you are one of those people, I was thinking of you. I still am thinking of you. So it was incredibly humbling. This experience is really how I think of it, and that's what I said to my husband that night is it's really humbling to get this sick and then, you know, remember when you were healthy, you know, and realize how easy it is to take health for granted. And that night I just, and since then, I've just really been reminded of how important it is to be grateful for our health. I think I try to practice gratitude every single day, and I make a list of what I'm grateful for in every day, first thing when I wake up, and my health is on there sometimes, but it's just humbling when you get really sick and you think about, wow, I was literally healthy 2 days ago, really healthy, feeling really, really good, and I wasn't as grateful for that as I feel like I should have been, because now all I want is to feel healthy again, you know. And it just brought so much gratitude into my life these last 3 days, and just really being mindful of how amazing our bodies are, how they're able to heal themselves from so many things, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And I've just been thankful for every finger and every toe, and the ability to see and to walk and to hear and to write, you know, and thankful for every heartbeat and every breath. And I just want to remind you guys that just practice gratitude. Practicing gratitude puts you immediately in a space of love. It puts you in a space of a high vibration, really high vibration on the scale. It'll bring more of that into your life. You know, if we want to talk about manifesting and vibrations, and this is what we're getting into with the Healing Her Collective all of February. We're talking about manifesting what we want into our life, and manifesting isn't about how it comes into your life. It's not about how it gets to you, it's that it does. And a lot of people think that manifesting is, you know, this act of doing every single day with, you know, visualizing all of these things, and all of those things can help manifesting. But what you need to do in order to manifest what you want is to match the vibration, the vibrational frequency, the energetic frequency of whatever it is that you're trying to get in and bring into your life. So if you want, you know, a romantic relationship and love, right? You have to match that vibration, that love vibration, and to bring it into your life. And so gratitude, when you practice gratitude every single day, you're matching that. And so more of that will come into your life, more good things, more things for you to be grateful for. Everything is an energy, everything holds an energy, and that's it. All works in our realm, in our energetic field, our aura, our chakras, you know, our energy, and everything in our body, every matter, everything, living thing has energy, which is why the Reiki, the life force, spiritually guided life force energy that I channel to help people heal, that it's why that works so well, is because everything is made of energy. And so when I'm channeling healing energy, it's energetically healing you, and can heal the world and cities, and bring good high vibrational energies to places that need it. Because Reiki doesn't have to be sent only to individuals, it can be sent to places and events, and to, you know, the world, and to things. It can be sent to anything. So yeah, I wanted to give you guys just a little bit of, you know, a story on gratitude, and just how my week's gone, and a lot of things that I've been thinking about. George is interrupting. He keeps walking in front of me with his bone. Do you want to say hi to the people? No, you're just going to sit there? I'm just going to sit here, Mom. And he's slowly pushing the camera that way. I have no idea if you can see me better, but I just cleaned off my camera lens because I had a feeling it was kind of dirty. So if you can see me better now than you could before, I'm sorry about that. Oh, there's my little Toby. I love you too. I love you. It's a big George. There's a big George. Hi, monkey. George is the ultimate snuggle monster. Another thing that I talked about on my Instagram story yesterday was about going against the unnatural flow of things, and how we all have a leader inside of us, and a part of us that knows so many things that we don't even know that we know. All this wisdom that's already inside of us. And maybe you don't feel like a leader, but there is an area of your life where you are a leader, and a creator, and a genius of your own life. And the point of life isn't to do what everybody else is doing. We're not supposed to live life like we drive our car, right? We're not supposed to just keep following the person in front of us and doing what everybody else is doing. That's what a lot of people do, right? And comment below if that's something that you've done in your life, is follow along with what other people are doing because you feel like it's what you should be doing. But it's not. We need to go against the unnatural flow of things, because if we all just do the same thing over and over again, nothing changes, nothing transforms, nothing evolves. The way that we have huge breakthroughs in society, and the way that we continue to grow as a collective consciousness, right? And just humanity, is if we keep changing. And we need you and your light and the things that you know inside of you to help do that. So everybody has their own flow and their own current with the universe. You know, we don't all follow the same path. We all have different things that we're meant to do here on this earth. And maybe you already know what that is. Maybe you really want to find that. Maybe you're like, Abby, I don't even know what you're talking about. That doesn't make any sense to me, which is totally fine. But we all have something that we're meant to do here on this earth, and we have to find that flow and that current with the universe. And when we are flowing in other people's currents, we're kind of working against the current because it's not our current. And that's what it's like when we're following people, and we're just kind of playing follow the leader, right? We're living somebody else's life, we're living somebody else's dream. And you might have felt that or sensed that in your life, that you're living in a space that maybe you don't 100% belong, or that isn't 100% fulfilling for you. And you don't have to live an unfulfilled life. You don't have to live a life that's less than magical, and that is not your dream. And to find your flow and your current with the universe, you have to tap into your inner wisdom. and your intuition, and learn to ask questions and listen and talk to your higher self and meditate and do all of these amazing things that are going to help you open up and realize your amazing potential and all these things that you already know how to do and that you're already here to do, but you just don't know it yet. And it's the coolest thing when you find your current and you can flow with it, because when you find that current, it's just like in Finding Nemo, right? When the sea turtles are going with their current, right? And Nemo and his dad and Dory, or is it Dory that's riding? It's not Nemo. They haven't found Nemo yet. Marlin and Dory are hanging on, right? But that's ultimately not their flow. They're just kind of taking a ride. So it's fine if you've taken a ride and you've used that to kind of get where you are now, but now it's time to really step out. Go with the unnatural flow of things. Kind of jump out of the current and find your own flow. And that sea turtle current, right? I don't know, is it the Australian current or something like that? But whatever the current those sea turtles are on, that's their flow, right? That's their flow with the universe. That's how they get to where they need to be. And so you need to find yours, and it's really important to find what that is, because your purpose and what you're meant to do here is important to the collective of humanity. And you might not feel like it's important, but I can promise you that it is. And I would love to help you find that. So my email is below if you want to talk more about it. The Healing Her Collective is all about healing from the inside out and helping you find your flow with the universe and helping you discover what you're meant to do here on this earth. And it's really amazing. There's so many women in there that are already discovering that for themselves, and we're all kind of stepping up and taking control of our lives and living with intention and creating our reality. And that's what life is all about, right? It's about living with intention. It's not about just letting life go by and not paying attention to what's happening and just not really caring or not setting intentions and living with a certain purpose. You know, it's not about just seeing what happens. It's about creating your reality and bringing into your life what you want in your life. You don't have to just live day to day with whatever comes in. You can create what comes into your life and make it what you want it to be. And so if you're interested in doing that, definitely join the Healing Her Collective. It's $33 a month, and the amount of stuff that you get is amazing. It's so much, and I'm happy to talk to you more about it if you're interested. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I know this was kind of a hangout chatting video, but I hope it inspired you. I hope that it helped light a fire. I hope that it maybe gave you something to think about that you haven't thought of before. That's what I'm here for. I want to give you guys things to think about, things that maybe you have never considered before and that make you want to evolve and grow and transform. And remember that change isn't scary. I know that it seems like it's scary, but the reason that change is scary, and I can do a whole video on this, and maybe I should, but the reason that change is scary is because fear comes from our ego. It comes from our thinking mind. It's the part of our mind that tries to convince us that we're not good enough and that we're not worthy and that we're not deserving of love and all these amazing things in our life. But our soul and who we are at our core is love. And so when we're scared of change, our soul isn't scared of change. Our soul yearns for it. It wants it so badly. But our ego's biggest fear is annihilation. Our ego's biggest fear is not being needed, is not being there, because we don't need the fear anymore. And when you can experience true freedom from the ego, you don't have fear. And it's amazing, but the ego's scared of that. It doesn't want that to happen. That's the ego's biggest fear, is annihilation. And so when you start to realize that you can live without fear and that you can live from a place of love, you don't need the ego anymore. And so the ego tries to convince you that change is bad. But change isn't bad. Change is so good. It's what you're here to do. You are not here to stay in your comfort zone. You are here to grow, you are here to evolve, and you are here to change. And change isn't scary. It's just your ego trying to convince you that change is scary so that your ego stays relevant. How is that for some crazy stuff? And if you're more interested in me talking about this, leave a comment below. I'm happy to come in here and chat more about the ego and what it's all about. I love you guys so much. I hope to have you involved in the Healing Her Collective, or at least chat with you more about your goals and what you're looking for in life. I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. I'm here to give. That's my purpose. And I would love to be your teacher and your guide. So have an amazing day. I love you, and I will see you guys on my next video. Mwah.